ranged, and you can then use the strength as your health while you use all your agi for damage, right? So that's pretty clever. That's a really cool use of it. But this is just the best case scenario. You have a ranged strength hero.
It's amazing. I think that they're in a pretty good position for taking this one. But it is going to depend a lot upon like what the sort of results of the early movements are, how these lanes go. That is something that these Huskar drafts can run into is you think you're going to have a good lane and then suddenly you die a few times and it feels like the game's over. But we'll see. Game number 1, Wolf team facing off against Mad Kings. And as you talked about, having that Legion Commander mid for Jackie Tokyo, he's going to need to make some rotations, but they're already set up to have what looks like maybe, are they going to do a tri-lane here? Or are they just going to TP out after? Duster? They toss
so much
forward.
better level 1, dude. It's actually insane. Uh-oh.
Wait. Toss on toss, Pablo. Why'd you go that way? You could have, I guess he gets to his team. Okay, that's fine.
This
Throws
is why
out
you
the
die.
Heavenly Grace. Yeah, exactly.
Rebounds back up at 1. It's tempting.
Okay, Duster. Some punches there, but they need to get the hell out. ADR is going to start to stack up the damage, and having already taken overwhelming odds, he's in some trouble, but the Heavenly Grace, the runaway, does have another overwhelming odds. Turns to punch. Duster there, tries to bring him down. Jackie Tokyo is super low coming into this lane, but does have the stick charges at the very least.
Yeah, a couple tangos as well. Maybe could have used one more shared one or something. Yeah.
And Trent, don't look now, but that is 4 runes for Wolf Team.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah, that hurts.
You know who's actually kind of owned in the Wolf Team games we've been casting is Duster. He has crushed his lane every single time and given so much space to HFN. But now he's in the lane of Marcy Enigma, and this is one of the best lanes I'd say in Dota right now, right? Like, Marcy with his rebound and dispose, being able to play off of the Eidolons, the positioning has to be very good by the enemy support, or else it's really easy to just get stunned and do a lot of burst damage.
Yeah, and on top of that, you can see here that once you actually do get those Eidolons going, there's a lot of potential to just max out those denies. Already 1 and 5 on Arzent. Super annoying to play against for HFN, and this is something that we always focus on, trying to give HFN a bad game. This is, a good way to start that. Granted, he's a Terrorblade, so he'll head off and farm eventually.
Well, it's HFN's favorite thing to do, so I'm sure he's definitely a Terrorblade player, even if we don't see quite as much as his famous Medusa. But the famed duo, the dastardly duo, perhaps, of Huskar and Omni Knight. So far, Red Monster is just running in circles, chasing King RD, and misses a little bit there. Fire, but King RD can't. Oh, my guy's dead.
Toss, punches, needs one more. Tavo, you're gone. They bring him down. First blood for RM on the Omni Knight.
Oh, God. The hammer.
The hammer's strong.
He just got him.
Well,
unexpected.
Maybe a sign of things to come if they're not careful down bottom here. This could start getting pretty out of control if you give Huskar a good time.
Yeah, that seems kind of crazy to be dying to this lane with no burning spear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, typically you're thinking, like, oh, yeah, there were too many stacks built up, and they went for a bad trade, but you kind of just got, like, straight up.
Yeah.
There's no cheese yet.
Absolutely. Up top, they're doing a better job now of messing with Arzent. They just used Demonic Conversion. Duster took over one of the Eidolons, then HFN came in and killed the other 2. So doing a nice job, even though they are still getting some of these denies every now and then. Pablo's going to need to play with him and be able to at least threaten Duster a little bit here for this lane to work out in the way that Arzent wants it to.
Yeah, Duster is owning again, though.
Yeah.
And then, again, this is definitely a lane that can swing a little bit, just because if you make one mistake and like you don't get the Eidolons or something, you're forced to use an enchant defensively or something like that. Things could go poorly, but he's just killing it once again.
in the mid lane. Batrider seems to be doing fine. They are going to jump now onto
well,
Duster, trying to bring him
welcome.
down. And he will fall. Pablo, trying to body block HFN. It won't happen. And is going to be forced to run away after getting that urn charge onto him. Down bottom, Adrian going on to Mr. King Ao. Gets a finish there. And Tavo, can they also run him down? They're doing a lot of damage here. The 1-0-2 build, it's going to be enough. A double kill for Adrian. This Huskar is a problem.
How does one get this many kills without spears? That's actually crazy to me. I mean, I know he's just getting a crazy amount of bonus damage, so it's like flat damage is being added onto him essentially. I mean, it's more than just damage, obviously, because it's full on strength, but this is
Duster up top.
gross.
They kill him off. Now, they did manage to interrupt there. The dive in mid will not translate into any kills, and in the meantime, Arzent able to body block, and Pablo is surviving through it.
That had to be a shield proc, right?
Something like that.
That saved him.
Like.
That was kind of insane. I mean, the stolen Eidolons, again, we're doing work there, but Pablo's going home.
Adrian keeps the pressure on and makes sure that Tavo and King RD do not have a easy time here in this bottom lane. The Death Prophet is just very much being shut down. Granted, it's also sort of a similar state for the Enigma. You take a look, like a lot of denies, but they've been doing a good job of killing off these creeps.
Yeah, their levels are basically the same.
Wait a minute.
Tavo is a few
Up
more
top,
XP.
HFN tries to survive through this. They have Eidolon still chasing, looking for a rundown here. Now they will have another rebound in a moment. Urn bringing him low, but the heal. Oh, chases, punch, dead. They needed that one for Pablo, and now they pull him back in, and Duster still dying. The body blocks for Pablo. Oh my God, double kill on the Marcy. We'll get hit with some more horrible boulders, but it won't matter.
Yeah, Mad King's absolutely owning here, and the mid lane, they're not able to punish this Legion Commander at all. The counter pick is there versus the Bat. Bat's been jungling. I mean, they're even overall, but a Legion Commander of mid is something that you don't get to see every single day, and so you're not quite as used to the pacing that Zero can bring. Oh my God, there's so many Ancients. He's stacking so many Ancients, he's like blocking off his hard camp.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue, is being able to actually get a huge amount of stacks up. If Batrider can get through those cleanly, it's going to really set him up to have a good game here, and it looks like ADR is going to do it right now.
That's why you do the 3-0-3 build.
Yeah.
You do not take your lasso. You don't. No cares lasso.
Yep.
I'm farming.
They should have some cares up top, though, where they find HFN again. Duel is out. Duster trying to kill off Arzent. Not going to happen. Duel victory. Chasing for it. Pablo misses on the one punch, but they get the bigger one. Double kill for the Enigma. Right. Mad Kings, they're just looking very good.
ADR, though. Let's check out this gold now. It was at like 2,400.
Okay.
It's more like 25, 2,600, but still. That is a lot of gold and a lot of XP. Has now more like a level and a quarter ahead of the Legion Commander, who just rotated up top and killed the TP.
Yeah. No, it's big. Those types of moves and trying to win the economic game is going to be how they're staying in this, because it's sure as hell in on the kill score. 9-1.
What was your team saying? We're like, guys, it's fine. I just farmed like 6 stacks of Angels. They're like, great. Yeah, have you seen my lane? Have you seen this Huskar?
Yeah, HFN has left top as well.
Yeah, he's like, there's a Marcy flying through the air.
They're going to try and get set up down bottom. ADR there. The silence is out. Tries to connect him for the kill, but they've got the Heavenly Grace for the turnaround. Tries to walk this one off. He's still in trouble. Adrian goes down. Jackie comes in a bit too late. Avalanche interrupting onto all. Hanging on to that press the attack. Wants to move in and go for the duel victory. But the silence onto 2, and it just ends up being a lot of heroes feeding. Pablo just flies by, not doing what they were hoping. And Jackie, one more punch. He's trying to survive. It won't happen. They fed away their entire advantage. Pablo now 2. This is going to be everybody going down for no reason. Mad Kings, they just went too crazy.
What I love about this play is that ADR came down here before he had the bots. Like he didn't like wait, I have bots coming, then I'm going to join this fight. But no, he saw the situation and said, we need to be down here. Like we need to win this fight. We got to slow down this Huskar, because he got there before the armlet. And that could have turned that whole situation around. And an armlet on top of just even an early purification and that Heavenly Grace could have created a lot of problems there for Wolf Team.
And it absolutely pulled them all back into the game. Death Prophet now has level 6. Doesn't actually take a point in Exorcism yet. But still, getting some levels, building all into stats this entire time for her, they needed that little reprieve because things are starting to get a little bit out of hand.
Oh, and look at this. The boost of travel immediately down here from ADR.
Jackie finds him. Has the Heavenly Grace. Ready to turn. They find one. Black Hole used. Wants to break it, but the duel will be there in a moment. Gets it on to Tavo. And the trade ends up being a 1-for-1. Duster, Mr. King Ao is still in the area. The TP coming from Pablo. Do they want to chase for more? Moves in, finds him, disposes ready, goes for the tag team, couple quick punches, but the stomp, the toss, Pablo low, but the punches now, ADR, he gets walloped. And they bring him down. One more hit is all they need, but he's actually walking out of there. And he could maybe get away. No. Overwhelming odds is enough. They have another stomp in a second. Drops it onto the Omni Knight, kills him off. Jackie Tokyo still just wanting to battle consistently, but they will toss him away. So that puts an end to the skirmishing happening.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane.
Yeah, they are not really doing that much more. I mean, again, this is all to just give HFN a free time to farm. The question is, when he finally shows up to the fight, will he be able to do the carrying job that they need him to?
A lot of it will depend on the timing of the Guardian Angel. As obviously, like a Terrorblade. Oh, bottom lane though.
Lasso. Press the attack. Tries to run out. The enchant. He's got him. Heavenly after. GA down. ADR tries to run. Arzit shows up. Malefice back up. Go for round 2.
Oh,
Pablo finds him, but he's not quite there. Adrian shows up. Now Tavo is in trouble with the dispose and the pullback. They baited that one in very well, but they did lose the Legion commander.
Yeah,
Nice
King
little
RD.
snipe there by.
They needed the backstab there, or else that would have been a full-on disaster at that point.
Still, HFN continues to farm.
I hadn't even been thinking about the sidekick. Oh my god, the buffs. They have the Vlads done on the Enigma. Everything for my raid boss right now. Press the attack, side kick, Heavenly Grace.
He's a scary guy. A little avalanche action, but all of those Eidolons staying very, very healthy. Pulls him in. Hello, hello. How are you? Dude, they do a lot of damage.
This looks pretty scary, dude. Oh my god.
I mean, think about it. He gets plus 38 strength, 20 HP regen, and then on top of that, per buff they're dispelling,
50 damage.
he gets bonus.
50 damage as well from the sidekick.
Yeah, with lifesteal. Yeah,
I gotta
this is
see
dirty.
a Roche. I gotta see him Roche. It's gonna be so fast.
And then you've also got Vladzora the entire time. I mean, there's no way this isn't broken.
You might only get this once in the whole qualifier, so you better win with it. I'll say that. Because the next time you pick Omni, there's no way someone's going to forget about the Huskar. That's not to say that other heroes aren't good with Omni, but I do think this is going to be on a different level.
Yeah, it's like this Dawnbreaker. I mean, probably Huskar better than Dawnbreaker.
Oh, can we do that later?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
You know that the game is good when you want to try out this silly shenanigans stuff yourself.
Yeah. All right, okay, Duster. Duster just tried to cliff Jachi on the bottom of the map with the Hurricane.
Yeah,
he tried to wind him up. He almost got him too.
Yeah.
Oh, he did Tombstone anyway. Sad.
One thing that is worth considering here too is that at the very least, sidekick is dispellable. So can make use of that with the Ench.
True. Yeah, maybe that'll be the big saving grace.
Are they going to try and Roche, or are we just going to see pressure onto this top tower here?
I am definitely down for a Roche. I mean, the Dire are scanning it because they're under the assumption, like, yeah, they're probably Roshing right now.
They're just waiting for that next item first, it looks like. The halberd, soon to be up. That'll be really good against HFN.
Yeah.
And the timing that you get out of this Huskar, it does kind of feel like, unless HFN just farms his ass off, they're not going to get the items they need in time.
Middle tower is under attack.
No, I mean, that's always been the bane of the Terrorblade, you know? It's people who just like take too much of your map too fast a lot of times.
Yeah. True.
But if you don't get it, you know, then you're in trouble.
Right. For sure. Jackie Tokyo in the mid lane. They're trying to set up on him a little bit here. Mr. King Ao finds him. Toss back comes through on to HFN. Adrian, though, moves forward. Thought about the black hole. Didn't go all the way in for it. And so that initiation will not bear fruit. Mr. King Ao ready to toss back another. It's on the Omni Knight. He gets off the Heavenly Grace. Does not have a GA, though. So Omni Knight dies, and with Exorcism popped, maybe they actually can't go in here right now.
Half meta? Go Roche? Abandon the tower. Go Roche.
Oh, they
Steal
want
it.
this tower.
Radiant's middle
All right, they're gonna finish this off. Too scary otherwise, I
My
guess.
brain's too big, huh?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Well, I would like to see some vision down here from Wolf Team, though. Because, I mean, they know, right? They know Mad Kings just want to go grab this Roche. And I really do think this Huskar is going to be a serious problem with an Aegis. You can see
they
there, the
send in the
wards.
creep.
We got wards all over the map today.
Yeah, they spot the creep, they're gonna kill it, and then head right into it. With meta down, there is no worry that they're gonna come and fight this.
No. Yeah, that is pretty fast, though.
Yeah, he does a lot of
Adrian.
damage. Mr. King Ao
I mean, he
Found
has his
him.
Blink.
has to use it to get away. Mr. King Ao gotta run, hide, and will just get out of there. So Aegis onto Huskar. How quick and how much can they get around this map? What are the objectives going to look like?
And what are the trades going to be attempted here from Wolf Team? Because they should have pretty good lane control with a Terrorblade on their team and a Boots of Travel Batrider. So that is still going to be an issue. They're trying to 5-man quite a bit on the side of Mad Kings. And so 5 heroes grouped together around the map that can... that's certainly the strength of their Huskar draft here. But if you're just getting out-farmed and out-ecoed, it's not good. Gonna run into Duster here.
Yeah, this is a freebie. Have the duel. Oh, the stomp to slow it down, so no free duel. But will obviously still end up dying here.
Obviously.
Obviously. Yeah. They bring him. Oh!
Sir?
He was all alone.
Sir? Sir?
Radiant's top
Oh my
Sir?
god.
Sir?
I mean, yeah,
Sir?
Tavo is in a little bit of trouble.
What?
Does they find him? Can't get him.
He got life breaks
is under attack.
into death. He just got disarmed and died.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower
He got soloed by a Huskar.
He
That is
didn't have
not
mana for Sunder.
That is not good. That was 616 gold to this Huskar.
Yeah, that was about the worst that it could be for a poor old Wolf team. Because now, I mean, they've just got to cut these waves. Pablo finds him. Dispose. Goes for the unleash. Ready to
This
punch,
hero.
pummel, chase. Duel done.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I don't know. This looks... what do you do at this point?
Cry?
A little bit.
Get Scotty. I mean, that's definitely the one thing. I mean, we haven't talked much about the counterplay, but like TB wants a Scotty anyway, but there's a Huskar on the enemy team, so we're definitely going Scotty. Gonna see that come out for the TB as fast as HFN can get it farmed up here. They're gonna keep trying to
Jackie
split push
Tokyo.
these sideways.
He gets it off in time. RM tries to make his move over, but the silence is enough. The thing that's maybe a little bit unfortunate about this for Wolf Team is Tavo did pop Exorcism, and
Is under attack.
it's kind of hard to stick around and go for a tier 2 here.
That's fine. I think that's okay, honestly. It's still worth it. It's not like you can fight them anyway with the Aegis.
Is under attack.
They can get some damage on this tier 2. This would be big.
Yeah,
nobody
bringing
coming back to
HFN
defend this.
too. They're picking high ground though. Or Legion is the way it is. Legion's like, take that tower, come get the outpost, ITP top. Oh, they already have the outpost. Never mind. They took mid, of course.
They will have another creep wave here in a second.
Yeah, they actually want to go high ground, I think.
Why not?
Yeah, they're coming. Here we go.
This is the moment. I mean, they need to do something on Wolf Team to stop this. Maybe they
Look at
try and
them.
go high ground themselves.
Look at them walk.
I think that they're going to need to. Because I don't know if you can fight Adrian right now with his Aegis. Minute and a half. There's too much time. We'll see. But tier 3 tower being hit. HFN still farming. They pull him back low and about to bring him back down. Already dead, taunted. Dual victory. Avalanche trying to interrupt. HFN has got to push out bottom because they're losing Rex. He's going to try and get both of them simultaneously, but this is at the very least one lane of Rex into the favor of Mad Kings. They stick around for more after.
And after this Rax bounty, Adrian's going to be close to his Aghanims, and they'll have the duel as well as the life break taunt. So the responses are just going to get harder and harder here for Wolf Team. Yeah, you might have been right about trying to pressure along with that wave in the bottom lane. Didn't really get a whole lot during that for HFN.
No, couldn't get that tier 2 either. So one Rax down. The thing about it that's scary is that it's still very close. You take a look, less than 1,000 gold separating these two teams. But you got to anticipate that if they keep up this momentum and don't get split, push, pulled apart, Mad Kings don't have much that they need to be that worried about.
No.
They're still so incredibly strong.
And this Aghanims again is just absolutely terrifying. It's a big old taunt. 3
What a
seconds.
sick Huskar pick.
Yeah. It was way too good.
Well, Aegis reclaimed. And I think for Wolf Team, I mean, I don't know, Scotty and Go, right? I guess it's still hard to fight into them. They're smoking after the Aegis expired. They're still looking to punish here, but
Yeah, they don't care.
Radiant are scanning.
Running through their vision here.
yeah, good
Not
good
gonna
read
find
of the
TD.
situation by Wolf. Although Duster,
Oh, classic. Oh,
He's getting
he got
body blocked.
Ah,
they
Fennec.
know. They find another one instead. Tavo's there. Jumps on in. That's the taunt. And moves in for the full kill. Mr. King Ao gets dueled. Another victory for Jackie Tokyo. I think that the decision to go for like the Legion mid against the Bat and then know that they were going for that Huskar last, it was just a really good draft.
It really was. There's just so many buffs. It's
Dire's middle tower is under
it's
attack.
kind of crazy how they just can't fight them despite being like economically the same. Everything is just full utility of gold on the side of Mad Kings. All their spells synergize so well. The lineup has a clear purpose. It does fall off at a point though, of course, and that
Right.
point is approaching. You know, got the Scotty. Find
True.
a good fight. Get one good lasso with this BKB on Bat Rider.
Dire
But at
Can
the
they
same
do it?
time, if they get wiped here, the game's probably just over.
DD picked up by the Legion. And of course, for Arzen, if you're playing in this game as Enigma, you love to have a situation like a Huskar or somebody else that's just
Yeah.
right in front.
Yeah.
Never have to be the first person to show.
Oh man, that is actually so true. Like the way, because like people's brain, the way that we play these fights is that you get so hyper focused on the Huskar that you're just like, he is the hero. You know, Enigma has not been the hero this game. So everyone's just thinking about how do we deal with this Huskar. Like everyone's doing everything they can to try and finally get that kill, and that's where the positioning mistakes happen, where the big black holes come out.
Right. The only thing he really has to be worried about is like Death Prophet and Tiny, at least up until that BKB comes out.
Yeah.
So we'll see. 21-11, and trying to buy what time they can. This next Roche is going to be the big one to watch. If you look on the graph right now, though, you know, you're sort of seeing this, like, every second that passes, it's becoming better and better and better for Wolf Team. But you got to imagine that Mad Kings, they're not going to stop this pressure. And in fact, they're going to try and force them back into at least defend some tower, or maybe come back to defend high ground if they wanted to push it out fully. They're waiting. Want a quick
All right.
Roche. If it's an instant Roche, it's great for Wolf
Roche.
Team.
Radiant's middle tower
It is a long
under
one.
attack.
Oh, God. Maybe that's better. That's probably better.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah, that probably is
under
better for
attack.
Wolf Team. In the end. I mean, any Roche they can get is the best case scenario, but you know, as late as possible could also be all right. And now high ground smoke break. But remember that taunt.
Adrian. Oh, good Yules. Still in trouble. And don't know if it's going to be enough to keep him alive. Maybe it will. Walk forward. Black hole only onto one, but actually two. The second one, they got the Batrider. Tabo ends up falling very low, trying to survive through it. The taunt, the kill. No more HFN. And DP
And
in the
Tabo,
end is
though.
going to get ran down here a little bit more. Mr. King out gone. 4 dead. They took down 2, but it was not nearly enough.
All right, well, I thought maybe. Well, maybe he could help turn that around on the side of the fight, but yeah, Huskar was turns out still doing a whole lot in that engagement.
It's just so crazy. Like 14-second cooldown, right? Like, oh, he jumped. He can't get us again.
I applaud you guys, Mad Kings. Who needs a Roche?
True.
Dire's middle tower
Wow.
is under attack.
Tier 3 tower hit and under fire. Wolf Team, they find one. Taunt. Who's taunting who? Who's caught who?
Oh, that
The
person's
save coming from the Omni Knight, diving back lower. Jackie Tokyo tries to escape, and Adrian
Blink?
just going to start laying waste. And in fact, Armlet Toggle tries to survive, moves in, trying to bring him down low. The disarm is there, but they lose the Huskar. Oh, they needed the Roche strength. This is not the way it was supposed to go. Oh my God, dude, are Wolf Team actually going to do this?
What is
They
happening?
just lost 3. Oh,
Roche at 55. Everyone will be back up for the Roche.
Nah, that's true.
He did 17,329 damage. Sorry, mine was longer.
Yeah, that was all him in that last previous fight. That's more than most of Dire is going to do in this game, in that one fight.
That is insane.
It's under attack.
Mr. King out, though. They find him.
Oh my gosh.
Jackie Tokyo in
no.
trouble.
Oh,
You
no.
start bleeding off kills like this.
Middle
That's a
tower
bad
is
death
under attack.
because everyone else is dead and Roche is going to come up while Legion is still dead. And they have an Enchantress and she's scouting.
And they don't have Black Hole. Oh,
They'll
you can
have
see,
meta,
though,
too.
they're creeps in the base. Like, tier 4s are being hit by these creeps.
They need
But I
this
don't know
Roche,
if it's
though.
going to matter.
They have to get this Roche. They cannot give it up. Like, you Exorcism, you meta, I think you just need to do it.
6 seconds. They've got to get it if they can. Dropping down wards immediately. Everybody needs to get here now to, at the very least, defend, if not try and take it. Tavo knows
Dire's middle
he
tower
wants
need to
this, but
just
also
fight.
can't pop it.
They gotta like just fight the Enigma or something. They gotta find one of these heroes that's not Huskar and try and get a cheesy kill. Like,
They
yeah,
smoke with
like
3.
run high ground. Just run.
Tavo says this is our time. They've got to make something happen, but they're underneath the ward. Wait, they find him. Pablo pops BKB, runs to fight. They get the taunt, but the
Huskar!
lasso. This could work. This could work. Huskar's in some trouble. Disarm now. Sunder out. Survives. Gets a little bit of separation. Pablo trying to take him down. The toss back into everybody. Black hole. He didn't find the TV though. HFN still living. Tries to walk away from this one. Adrian survives, and I think that there's too much damage dealt. Mad Kings, they won the fight that mattered.
The coverage, the team, everyone had Adrian's back. Adrian greater than Adriano. Cuts off that O at the end of the name. It makes him stronger than the Batrider. It doesn't weigh him down. The O was
Oh my
stifling.
God.
It threw off his aim.
Dude, this is crazy. I mean, that's I mean, as close to game as you're gonna get. This is really tough now for Wolf Team to hold, but we have seen crazier things before in the history of Dota. The net worth lead is still very small. Buyback status is the other thing to watch for. They've got it on Bat and Tiny.
Look at the graph.
Yeah.
Zing, zing, zing. It's like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh, never mind, we're fine. I don't remember a game where I've seen so many heroes get so low in these engagements and just narrowly survive.
Yeah. I mean, again, like, you take a look at these guys. For Mad Kings, they probably watched watched a lot of the team of Wolf Team when they're growing up and first started to play Dota. Now they're on the verge of winning game number 1 in a series that might eliminate them from contention here at TI. It's kind of a wild situation to be in. Adrian not going to let them cut this creep wave, and instead they're going to pressure down bottom.
He got the item. He got the blast rig. Okay, so now he has a second inner fire. So you jump in with the taunt, it forces them to attack, which pops your blast rig, so 2 seconds of miss, and then you disarm or inner fire after. And he doesn't have BKB yet on HFN.
Yeah, I don't know. He can't get jumped. He
That's
can't be
actually
the first one to
insane.
get jumped.
He just, I mean, they need to try and disable him for the Sunder, though. That's obviously still the main problem.
The other thing is that if you are Mad Kings, they've got to keep up this pressure. They cannot afford to just sit back and try and outfarm them at this point. Because eventually, like that net worth lead, if it swings the other way off of one bad fight, suddenly they could just lose the game.
Are you a believer of the Dota Plus says 96%? I don't think that's accurate.
What do you think it's at?
I think it's way more like 78%. 96 is too high.
I think just because you got to leave room for errors, like mistakes that can happen.
Yeah, like it's so possible with this lineup.
Right.
It's like one
Yeah,
good
absolutely.
lasso.
Yeah. But at the same time, you have a formidable foe in Huskar, and this Aegis, it gives you a free pass in some capacity. Maybe not that one if they're not careful. The taunt is there. They have the lasso, bringing him back low. The second taunt, but the black hole onto the rest of them. That might do it. Okay is the call from HFN as he just took everything to the face. Good games, well played, disconnects from it. We're going to game 2. Mad Kings, Trent. They pull it together here.
Oh, they hit him with the dirty one. I gotta say, the Huskar pick. Big fan coming out here of the Mad Kings. It's a bold one. It's a bold one to have this Omni Knight and then manage to find that strat with the Huskar. And they deserve this win. There's no doubt about that one. Very clean execution, but like one mistake, maybe. One little bit too far in the mid lane. Got a little dangerous.